What's up, guys? My name is Sebastian Stratman. Hope you guys are having a great day and will continue having one. Today we are going to be installing the CZP oil cooler kit for the Q60 all-wheel drive. This is the only one made that I know of, and I did quite a bit of research for this car. It's pretty much just a Red Sport oil cooler with some attachments that can fit onto a Luxe. The oil filter normally will need to be relocated, but I believe this kit does not require that. So we're gonna try it and go from there. I'll show you the kit once we open up the box and everything. But one other side note is this will probably be going up before I go on the trip. I'm not exactly sure, but I am going on a 600-mile road trip with the Q after we do the oil cooler as a real test for the oil cooler itself. I reached about 214 in temps, which is too high for the Q60. If we can make it all the way there without reaching over 214, or at least hit 214, I think it'll be a solid kit and a good review. But I do believe I'm the first person to review this kit, so here we go. It is much bigger than I actually expected it to be. So they were like hella late. That's one thing I didn't really mention in the video. This is about a month late. It was supposed to be a 2-week shipment. I got it after a month and a half. So they gave me a bunch of, I guess you could call it their swag, like a keychain. I'll use that for the daily. And some glasses, a shirt, some stickers. I don't put stickers on my car, so I'll probably just put it right there. What's up, guys? It is now 7 o'clock at night and we are still here. Unfortunately, there is some modification required to do the oil cooler, which we weren't really prepared for, because originally the whole reason why I got this oil cooler is because I didn't want to do any modification. The modification wasn't bad, but the next problem is the instructions kind of say that they want us to essentially delete the transmission cooler so coolant can't run through it. So coolant can run through the oil cooler, I imagine. But I don't want to delete one cooler in order to get another one, then I have just another problem. It's not gonna help anything if I have another oil temp I have to worry about. It's the whole point of getting all of it done at one time, so I don't have to worry about it anymore. I can put down my phone instead of having to watch the EcuTech app all the time to see if my oil temp is going too far over. So it's definitely frustrating. We're gonna call Concept Z in the morning and see if they can help us out or provide us some instructions, because the instructions that we do have and they have on their site are for a rear-wheel drive car. So again, I was pretty aware that I would be one of the first people adding an oil cooler onto a Luxe, but we didn't imagine it would be this hard with factory parts. These are all factory parts. They're Nissan Infiniti parts. So I don't know. It's frustrating. Probably shouldn't put too much emotion out in the video, but definitely frustrating. I'll update you in the morning. All right, so we were able to get the oil cooler installed. I don't know if you'll be able to see it through my grill. Let's see. No, it doesn't look like it, but it's in there. It did require some modification, but I am gonna talk about that in another clip. Overall, it worked. Temps were good. I'll show the temps right now. It's kind of a sped up preview, but I used Burble Map, which usually cranks my temps up over 214 in just a few seconds of using it. And I was able to high rev it, took it all the way to 6,000 a couple times and had no issue. The highest I ever got to was 201, and then as soon as I leveled out and drove normally, it dropped down to 190 within a minute. So this is definitely going to help for canyon runs and races. I do recommend the oil cooler, but I don't recommend this product from this company. There's a lot easier way of doing it, but again, I'll go into more detail on that later. All right, so we got the oil cooler installed. I do have a clip of my temps. It is working just fine, but the oil cooler did have a lot of modification that we needed to do. Like I said last night, it was talking about having a transcooler line removed and removing the transcooler and all kinds of other stuff. We called them. They weren't any help at all. They've never done it on an all-wheel drive Q60 or Q50. To their exact words, they couldn't offer any help. It was a pain in the ass. I made a big review of it. I really wouldn't recommend this kit, only because it is very, very expensive, and you could do it a lot cheaper. You could have bought a universal kit and just got the sandwich plate and done the exact same thing. This is pretty much a universal kit with a few OEM pieces and lines that could have been outsourced anywhere. I could have easily done this job for 500 bucks instead of 1,000 bucks. But we were able to get it figured out. Here's a clip of my temp, so you can see that the OEM oil cooler does work, but it does take quite a bit of modification, just like a universal one would. The Luxes were not wired up or even meant to have an oil cooler like this one. So again, we got it figured out. It's finally good to go. I've been recording 2 videos at the same time, the Camry video or the daily video and the oil cooler video, so it's been mashed up quite a bit. So if you want more story, I'm sure I have something in the Camry video as well. I am doing a huge road trip here soon, and that'll be the real test of the oil cooler, and I'll record what's going on then, how the Q does, and everything like that. I'll also provide a list of modifications before I do that trip, so you can understand that it is a tuned car going on a 600-mile road trip, and hopefully she's reliable. Anyway, I hope you guys have a great day, and we'll continue having one. Hope this was an informative video. I'll also have a big long review in the description of exactly what happened, why this was frustrating, and the next clip will just be how the temps did, and go from there. You guys have a good one.